Hey guys, 732 Review Crew back. I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Mike.
And this is season 2, episode 4 of Fringe. Now, last time on Fringe, we had some Olivia development. She's getting her confidence back. And there were people made out of, they had stuff happen to them, made them explode. Yeah.
What else could you say?
Yeah.
It's only two things happened the whole episode.
Yeah.
Exploding people and Olivia.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be starting in 3, 2, 1.
I'm William Bell.
Where am I?
Is that Spock?
Yes.
Yeah.
We went over that.
Yes.
I don't know, I can't remember, but...
Oh no, where's fake Charlie? I just remembered. Alright, it's looking like a plot episode. I'm very excited.
Is that a face?
They look like faces.
They look like frozen heads.
If this is Walter, it's gonna be like a sandwich. Nope.
Cryonics. Storage.
So they
research.
probably cut the head off and freeze them so that they can be brought back to life.
What is this, Futurama?
Yes.
I guess in theory, if the brain's still...
Is the crime happening yet, or is the crime about to?
All the heads will explode. Turn
This
into
is the
ghosts.
crime. That car is the crime.
They have guns.
There's security.
Hey, I was wondering if I could get some directions.
What are you doing here? You're trespassing, pal. Why don't you get in your car and turn around?
Yeah.
What's up with the apple, dude?
Hair?
Are they gonna rob some heads?
An inside man.
Else in the warehouse.
Oh. Oh.
He's still alive.
I thought he was going to run him over.
Quick, call the police. Shoot him again.
Zombie episode?
No, I think... I don't know what I think anymore. The headshot worked.
He took shots to the chest, though. He's going down. He held in like a trooper, though.
Silver.
That's, yeah.
Terminator.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Terminator
The
episode.
Terminator episode. I thought it was
I don't
the
know.
worms.
Walter, I thought that we agreed that this was a stupid idea.
No, you decided. I still maintain that the principle is
Drink these worms.
He wants you to eat worms.
not just worms, flat worms.
Parasitic worms?
Well, they're blended.
Trained a handful of flatworms to respond to light, and then crushed them up and fed them to other worms. It was Billy's idea.
Because who wouldn't think to do that?
The point is that these other worms, without having been trained, began to respond to light.
Right, but that still has nothing to do with stimulating Agent Dunham's memory.
How will we know unless we try?
Ugh.
That's why it's called an experiment, Peter.
I know what an experiment.
Ugh.
Archimedes had never
guys.
decided to take a bath.
Disgusting.
I was going to mix them with strawberries.
Yeah.
Strawberries.
No, strawberries would cover that up.
She's a champ.
He wants her memory back.
Bishop's Deli.
That's a terrible way to answer the phone. With some of the things that have gone in there.
It should be Bishop's,
They're always eating.
Bishop's Butchering.
Can I see the body that's bleeding silver now?
I would also have wanted to see that.
Mercury zombies? Is the head sewn on? Ew. Why is it still milky?
Why is it always milky?
That's what I'm saying.
Is it magnetic?
It has the consistency of mercury.
Mercury.
I said that.
See, like, no more canes.
Yeah. Huh?
Deja vu. She needs to find that bell.
Mercury.
What type of mercury?
Agent Francis, hello.
He's gonna realize, isn't he?
You're right, you look pale.
I didn't get much sleep last night.
I may be able to help you with that. A little cannabis before bedtime does wonders. Huh?
Reach, Walter.
I guess, like, what's cannabis?
I'm
The
sure
FBI
alternate
agent.
universe has cannabis.
Recognize this? This is the
Oh!
device the shapeshifter used.
Another shapeshifter?
He's
Oh!
a shapeshifter, but what's with the mercury blood?
They don't need them, they need the cryopods.
You look like hell. You killed 4 men last night.
Including one of our own.
There's nothing to link him to us.
They understand what he is.
You You've been in this body too long. You're dying. I'd let you use mine. But what would be the point? Yeah, wouldn't do anything anyway. It's not here.
Oh, is there like
We're looking for a
memory chip?
If Bell knows that we're looking for it, it seemed like a likely reason why he'd bring it to the other side.
Gonna make her remember, and then Peter and Walter are gonna break in and kill Charlie.
I have to go through it twice, but this time we'll be happy. I'll be happy this time.
It's release.
What if he maintains his cover for another 3 seasons?
Just twitchy all the time.
Are you okay? Yeah, man, I'm fine.
We've asked Massive Dynamic to see what they could make of it, but apparently they've been stumped.
Well, this one doesn't appear to be damaged. So maybe Peter can figure something out.
I suppose he knows a guy.
He knew enough about engineering to fake his way into MIT.
Well, let me know if you learn anything. In the meantime, I'm considering giving you a protective detail.
A protective detail, why?
The last time Peter showed me one of these devices, its owner had just tried to kill it.
I'm not worried. Because that was 6 weeks ago. So if a shape-shifting assassin wanted me dead, then I would be.
It's true.
No, it's not. Charlie wants her dead.
What are you saying? That this is not a person?
My dear, I'm not certain that you're not simply a figment of my imagination. No. Highly advanced technology.
Cyborg?
Organic.
Cyborg.
You see that movie Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Have you?
No, but I've heard of it.
I got that reference. No.
I mean, I figure if you were scared, you'd tell me, right? I figure between the two of us, you're the one that carries the gun. The hell?
What is it?
I'm not sure. I was just trying to turn it on, but looks like this thing is streaming data.
Huh.
Lots of it.
The bad news is that the shapeshifter's blood is 47% mercury, but I went back and re-examined the autopsy reports for the first shapeshifter.
He did not have it.
Her blood sample is perfectly...
Oh, it was just a nurse?
So the shapeshifter is still alive. Which means by now, it could be disguised as anyone.
And you could still be in danger.
Uh-oh.
No, his machine broke. Got the machine.
I think I may know how to find him. Rebecca Kibner. If she was able to identify the shapeshifter once, she may be able to do it again.
Are they gonna go dig up this poor woman?
Is she dead?
I meant like, go get her.
Oh.
I wonder what she's like now.
In the meantime, can you check in with Broyle, see if there's something new from the crime scenes?
Sure thing.
I need all of these thermometers.
Your own pharmacy?
Okay.
Gets to drink it.
It's gonna snap them all.
Is that the best way to get mercury?
I mean,
Thermometers?
they're relatively cheap, but
Peter says this device is streaming loads of data. He also believes it's possible that these devices store a pattern of their last victim.
Our scientists have the same theory. In fact, they thought they might be able to extract an image. They also theorize that each device is tuned to a specific user. That since the shape changer that tried to kill you no longer has his device, he's trapped in his current body. Our scientists have been working on revealing.
She just realized it's Charlie.
Identity.
I don't think she did.
yeah, no, I don't think so.
Do you understand you're asking me if I can repair a piece of technology that is entirely unlike anything that has ever existed here on Earth?
Yeah, that's like your job.
Now that I have one that works, I can do it in 3 hours.
Good. Then get started right away.
She's pissed at that
I
answer.
can do better than that. I can set up a rendering program and patch you in real time. I can log you into our server. Public one. Public server. If it's okay with you.
The guy's too happy to do his job.
Is that Riz?
He's trying.
He's trying?
Yeah, he was. I think so.
I saw a wink, maybe.
Dude was just excited about his passion.
Walter, you didn't.
Dude, imagine it's Long Island medium.
Oh my god, did Walter hook up with this girl?
Hi, I'm Peter Bishop.
Walter? Is it you?
I think you might be right.
He aged well.
Yeah.
He's like, I have a mother.
No, she cheated on.
I would see their faces in front of me. They seem to have, I don't know, a certain glow about them. I was recognizing people that didn't belong.
And just in the street would be crazy.
Like that children's song. One of these things is not like the other.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Sesame Street.
You gave me a great gift, Walter. In fact, I even tried to look you up about 10 years ago. Tried to contact Harvard, but no one knew where you were or how to reach you.
I was
traveling. My father was traveling.
I just have memories.
These people, the shapeshifters, we have reason to believe that some of them are amongst us right now. We were hoping.
The way she said
you might be
memories
able
and
to
looked
help
at
us
him.
identify them.
I don't know what happened.
There's a lot of tension here.
I told you, it's mostly gone.
What if you could get it back? Your ability.
You mean do the experiment again?
Which I must advise against. Any time one exposes one's brain to that amount of hallucinogens.
Yeah, sure.
Completely on board.
That's why he likes her, 'cause she likes to do drugs.
I think she just...
She was a hippie girl, wasn't she?
Well, that, and I think, like, she just wants to do things for him. I think she loves him.
I think so.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
Like, definitely cheated on.
Oh, and they're vibing out.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Sure.
Walter, you said you wanted to start.
She's
over
like, my
salvia.
pleasure.
We don't have any salvia.
We don't have any salvia.
In that cabinet on the second shelf, over on the right.
Don't suppose you recall where I left my slippers.
They definitely did, didn't they?
Absolutely.
Maybe they were just really good drug buddies.
Is he injecting her with salvia?
Yes.
What?
Can you do that?
Walter can.
I thought you smoked it.
Listen.
As far as I've known.
So I've heard.
Word on the street is, in Dare, they said he was smoked it.
I mean, I feel like you could do any drug through an IV.
Yeah, you can probably do weed through an IV.
No.
You just do THC through the... What?
Yeah, just THC.
No way.
Yeah, they
You
have
have
it.
to be very careful with what you introduce directly into
He's
your
a
bloodstream.
doctor!
It's working.
A mad scientist.
Building an image from the broken device.
That's fringe science right there, injecting salvia. That's some fringe fucking science.
Definitely some dude from Arrowwood's gonna be in the comments.
Is this
being
thing
like,
gonna
"You're
build
wrong."
Charlie's face as she...
God, I hope so. Oh, oh no. Oh, please no. I would not enjoy that.
I met you once before. You were just a baby, but I sworn I saw. Oh. Oh, here we go.
That's a pretty valid action.
I don't.
I mean, she's a seasoned hippie, so I guess if anyone's gonna do it.
The bell with a...
Yes! I fucking said it! I knew the bell was important.
Is that gonna wake her?
It put her to sleep.
Oh, it's all coming back! It was the bell!
William Bell.
After all these years, it is so nice to
Years?
finally see you again.
He experimented on her as a child.
Yeah, remember?
Oh, this is actually memories. I've got the idea that she teleported back somehow.
Oh, no.
No.
I don't know how any
Her
of this
memories
works.
just were awoken by... He's at the end of this conversation probably gonna be like, when you hear this bell...
The method by which I brought you over here was crude, and I'm sorry for that. Please call me William. Or Willem, if that feels warmer to you.
Oh, she...
Willem, how do you like your tea?
I don't want any tea. I want answers.
Oh.
You're still a little disoriented from the time slips, aren't you?
What?
Happened to me when I first came here. You're out of sync with this side. Most people who cross dimensions without your natural talent are simply torn apart.
Oh, like the guy from last season.
Or maybe how Nina lost her arm.
How did he make it?
Goddamn William Bell. What do you mean?
We weren't trying to hurt anybody.
Guess what?
You did.
You did.
In any search for knowledge, there are always unintended consequences.
Those are people's lives.
I've seen history repeat itself enough times to know a war is coming. Just as we predicted, Walter and I, years ago. And we knew that we had to prepare a guardian, someone to watch the gate.
The gate.
Between this side and yours, I cannot go back yet. Maybe not ever. They have designed hybrids that can do things that humans can't. They can change shapes, taking the form of human beings. Over here, they call them the first wave.
I don't trust you, Dr. Bell. Willem, or whatever cutesy name you think might appeal to my childhood instincts. It won't. To say nothing of the fact that you just yanked me into a parallel universe to warn me about an interdimensional war that I believe you are responsible for starting. So what I want is not warmth or tea. It's the truth.
You don't even have to like me, but you can't deny I have a unique perspective shaped by having lived in two worlds. I know the difference a wrong choice can make. The shapeshifters on your side are looking for someone to open the door between universes.
Her.
And if they find him,
him?
there will be no stopping them.
Whoever's head is frozen.
And that is why you must find him first.
Who is it?
Of all the children that Walter and I prepared, you were the strongest.
You are the chosen one.
Always the strongest. Remember this symbol. It's hidden on their leader. That's how you'll know him. Show this to Nina Shaw for this symbol so she can help. We're out of time.
Huh?
Olivia.
Missing crucial details, but that was good. That was good. That was plot.
No, that was all the info you need.
You should stand. I think it'll be less painful that way.
What will?
You better get yeeted out of the car.
Oh, so she was yeeted out of the car.
Told ya.
What do you mean told you?
Oh, you're the one who said it would happen in the accident before.
Tell that to Peter. You're going to need him by your side.
Tell that to
him.
Peter.
He'll know what it means. I pulled you out of a moving car. Momentum can be deferred, but it must always be paid back in full. As I always said to Walter, physics is a bitch.
Sorry, Olivia.
Think she's gonna fly forward again? What the fuck?
I need to speak to Nina Shaw. I have a message from William Bell.
Cancel the plane.
Of course that's important.
Cancel the plane. It's
She's her own plane.
Oh, she's
That's what I'm
chilling.
saying.
She made it just fine.
I think I'd like to drive home with her.
You just said that all the drugs were out of her system. How are you going to get back home, Walter?
I'll worry about that later.
The bus.
The bus. That's committed.
Okay.
Go get it, Walter.
Peter, I need some money.
A whole money clip. Damn.
He said okay.
Terrific.
We could have a play date. No, you slept with my dad while my mom was married.
You too, Peter, and say goodbye to
Maybe they never did, and that's why they're doing this now.
Peter an angel?
What?
He's glowing?
Nothing.
Oh no, because he's from the other universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Probably just the drugs.
Doesn't belong.
Oh no, it's putting it in his head. So, Peter survived the jump, but that's why he was sick as a kid, right?
Oh no! It's probably still rendering.
Oh, she's gonna die.
No!
Astrid, run away!
They're rebuilding the image from the broken device.
Well, bye, Astrid.
Dr. Bill showed you.
He said it would be hidden somewhere on their leader's body.
Well, then I suspect it would be on his head. Assuming that's what the cryogenic hijackings are about.
So looking for a tattoo.
He said that the man with that mark would try to open a door between our two worlds, that a storm was coming, and that the only way to stop it would be for me to find him before the shapeshifters did.
A storm?
Yeah.
What's the significance of storm?
What?
They had something prepared.
It was a phrase he used. The thing he dreaded most was the inevitable collision. If our two universes ever came together.
That's crazy.
Collision?
That no two objects can occupy the same space at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be bad. I'm glad they actually smashed
Only
it.
one world would remain. It's what he called the last great storm.
That'd be bad. Charlie, oh no. Oh fuck, Astrid's dead.
I'm sorry, I have to go.
How are you gonna believe that? She has
Olivia?
like 85,000 security.
Whatever Massive Dynamic can do to help find this man.
She doesn't know it's only like a temporary
At
thing.
your service.
The storm is coming.
It's crazy how like I don't think Nina's like the mastermind behind all this stuff.
Almost told her everything. I gotta call Royals.
What do you mean almost?
What? I just realized where it is. The head that they're looking for. Bell told me. It's last in Henning's cryonics.
You.
There you go. I thought it was gonna be a two-parter.
I thought that was the end of the episode.
This would. Oh, he yeeted her. She's super strong. Remember? There we are. Oh! Kill him.
You're telling me Massive Dynamics doesn't have security cameras in this alleyway?
Last in Henning's cryonics.
The storm is coming. You see the rain?
This is called symbolism.
Jeez. Nina Sharp.
Nina?
Please, gun arm. Please.
Where is it? Oh, random guy.
Random guy, you're gonna die.
Oh, he did.
Oh no!
Not in the heart. Shoot him in the head.
Head.
It's tough for her to shoot him in the head because it's Charlie.
There it is.
There it is.
All right, Eddie, you happy?
No. Well, yes, but no.
Won't you come in?
I don't think I should. I only have 14 minutes to walk to the stop.
Like, right? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Someday, huh? Not at all what I expected when I woke up this morning.
It's the way of things. The best days and the worst days really are.
That's deep.
Rebecca, what I did to you, it was wrong. No, you were young. Took advantage.
Wanted to do that for so long.
Hey.
Oh, maybe they, yeah.
That's what I was saying.
She was given the vibe, and so was he.
You made me special.
He was guilty. Feel guilty.
I believe you were always special. I must go. Under 12 minutes.
That's how you make a woman remember you forever.
Hey, look. Isn't that just the Omega symbol?
Oh, it's a fucking observer.
Is it?
Oh, they're making him a shapeshifter?
I don't think it's an observer.
I think they're
Now?
building.
He looked pretty hairless.
By the way, hit no belly button. Anybody notice that?
Yeah, because it wasn't born.
Yeah. Interesting. So
there's your story episode.
I'm hyped.
Yeah, so
I'm hyped about it.
Charlie died again, and in the way Eddie wanted.
Thank you for that, man. That just frankness. That was good.
I mean, it was interesting to learn about them.
He wasn't that important of a character.
He wasn't that important, you know.
Get up and leave right now. I could.
No, a lot of the fans are on Eddie's side right now, so yeah. But I'm happy that happened. I kind of hope that eventually they just use the other universes, because like they were talking about, it was very important that two things can't exist in the same universe, and now there's only one of him, so the other one can come and help, especially if it's the guy with the scar that we saw that one time. Remember?
Well, we don't know that two of the same.
They also make it that like.
Place.
Well, they said that with the snow globes.
That two entire universes cannot exist in the same space.
I thought they were saying two people can't exist in the same spot, was what they were saying.
No, they're saying if that doorway gets taken down, there's two whole worlds that would collide.
You're right, but I don't think what he's saying is necessarily wrong.
Is that why Olivia was having the...
I don't know. I don't think we've been made apparent to that, but whatever. I do like what they're doing with this, because they're making like the second universe super like important, and even though they're cutting holes through like reality, they still make it that like they can't just solve all the problems by like teleporting back and forth, that it's like actually has high stakes and stuff.
Oh yeah, and I mean, characters have died, important characters have died, not important characters have died, and you're seeing that technically it feels like nobody is safe in terms of like, you know, potentially being killed, because Charlie seemed like one of those characters that was safe from dying, and they killed him. There was, you know,
and we still don't know if Astrid's alive.
Astrid is probably okay.
I have a deep anxiety that Astrid is dead.
I think Astrid's fine. I think
because we just got like a moment of her having screen time.
He either realized I have to hurry up and get Olivia, or I need to kill Astrid. But then other people would have seen. It's not like he would have gotten away with it. So I don't know. Maybe he didn't.
No one goes in that basement.
What basement?
Where they have the lab.
They go in it.
Yeah, but like Peter and Walter are off doing stuff.
Yeah, they were off doing things.
No, but I mean, I just think like it was being done on their public server. Other people saw.
No. I think you still needed to sign in to get on.
Well,
the
no,
public
because
server.
you wouldn't want Astrid texting Olivia once it's like completed.
We'll find out.
That's why her phone was linked up.
I'm really upset about this if Astrid's dead because she's done nothing to deserve.
They wouldn't off-screen her, unfortunately. I think they'd kill her on screen.
No.
You gave me no sympathy. I will give you none in return.
Yeah, it's pretty valid from Eddie. I will say the biggest thing I'm curious about is what the storm is, because they're not really fully explaining. It's
Storm
just
is the overlap
of the two worlds.
But like, what causes it to overlap, and is it a real
door being opened?
Oh, and then so the guy has to be killed. Interesting enough that he still can kind of come back after getting his head cut off, maybe because the brain wasn't destroyed, or the processing unit was in the brain.
That's the whole point of
Well,
cryogenics.
they're cyborgs. Yeah.
Well, he's a cyborg.
His brain was.
We don't know he's a cyborg.
He had a mercury.
I mean, it's probably a cyborg.
He had no belly button.
Just reattached.
Maybe the body is the
Has all
cyborg
of
and
the
the head
mercury.
is just like they can use whatever.
Well, either way.
Either way.
I think it's crazy. So William Bell also said only a handful of people you count on one hand traveled in between universes, and we know of Olivia, him, and Peter.
Now, there's a good
So
chance
there might be one or two other people who have traveled back and forth.
Walter, when he went to grab his son.
We don't know that.
But he stole his son from the other universe, is our theory.
We don't know how.
You can just teleport him.
We don't know.
Maybe, okay.
I don't know about that, but we just don't know how.
I'm curious, because, I mean, there's a lot of things going right now. Being able to travel between the universes is obviously important. The fact that she could do it like that is important, too. I like how there's the whole conservation
She
of...
doesn't know how to do it, but she was physically capable of it.
That's fair. I like how laws of physics still exist, too. You know, I yank you from this universe, you're going to... It's probably going to come back in some way, obviously. Because it's not just going to be referenced like that and then
like,
dropped.
I don't understand that because if the physics works like that and you took him out of another universe, shouldn't she like keep moving as she enters this universe, and then when she stopped moving and then goes back, she should be like stopped?
No, because in this universe she was yoinked
You
from...
just come back where you were taken. He took her from a car,
Yeah.
apparently. Which I don't remember.
I don't understand. I guess there's no actual answer to this because this has
TV
never
show.
been done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like it. A lot of plot now that things are like actually starting to pick up a storyline. She's the strongest soldier somehow, but we just watch her get her ass kicked.
She's the
Oh,
chosen
but he
one,
was a cyborg. He was a cyborg, so that makes sense.
Okay, well, she's the strongest protector.
Strongest, like
She's not fully awake.
internally, okay? Spirit.
Well, she's not
strongest spirit.
She don't need any.
She just
indomitable human
She's
spirit.
just beginning to wake up. If she was fully in control of her power, she probably could destroy him. But she's not.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't know. That's
Yeah.
Well, she has a fire ability, so she could have burned him.
Listen,
we don't know anything about that ability.
We don't. And she also has the potential for telekinesis because of like pushing the buttons, like the electronic stuff. So I feel like it's all going to come back in the future. She's going to like slowly learn how to do it. Or she's
I
going
don't think her powers are going to be that important.
I think the only way for them to manifest are for like extreme emotional situations that cause her to use them subconsciously, like a lot of people do with powers at first.
I think
and
they'll
then
be
they learn.
important for plot points. I don't think that the final resolution is going to have anything to do with superhero powers, and is going to come down to her being herself with the support of her friends.
All right, that's an interesting theory. I'm curious.
I think Peter's going to sacrifice himself at the end of the show.
That's a good theory too.
No.
That's his redemption arc.
Speaking of Peter, I think he picked up on
Didn't Walter do that then? Because Peter just done.
Walter probably sacrificed before.
I feel like it'll be something about Peter going back to his universe restores some sort of balance, or the enemy's alternate Walter, and him going back somehow.
I feel like our Walter has to die in a sacrifice to redeem himself for all the atrocities he's done, like experiments and things.
And Broyles and Nina Sharp walk off into the sunset.
I'm curious to see what's going on.
They all die.
I like that one tech. He was like, I can give you access, and Nina looked at him and was like, if Nina says it's okay, obviously. He was definitely flirting. He's trying to rizz her up. And
he was just excited.
He was, I think, but he also was trying to little rizzy. I think really interesting. Peter also picked up on the fact that there was some sort of connection between this woman and her dad. Obviously, we learned that they didn't do anything. It seems like, but Peter, I mean, to him, it was cheating, and it was cheating if that type of situation kind of was occurring, because like there was some sort of like, relationship.
It seems like there was an emotional connection there, and I don't know if it was both ways or if it was
felt like
just.
it.
We also don't know time period.
Yeah.
80s.
Mom could have been dead at that point.
Well, it seemed like she said that she met Peter
When he was a baby.
When he was a baby.
When did Peter's mom die?
Not when he was a baby.
A little after toddlerish.
So she said that she met Peter. She said that.
That's what I think. Like I think their relationship there was that she did have feelings for Walter because he was like the professor and a cool professor.
He was,
and I think that his awkwardness at their current meeting was that he did take advantage of her, and he's starting to come to terms with all like the evil he inadvertently did in his hunt. And I think that's where the warring heads there.
Fair enough.
Very valid. Very valid. I don't have anything else to bring up. I'm curious to see where this is going to keep going. It's interesting, obviously, to learn that the guys, the shapeshifters, can't stay for too long because they'll get sick.
That's a normal trope, and I enjoy that.
Yeah, because otherwise they're too OP. But they're also pointing out that Peter's from a different universe, so it's not even just shapeshifters, but the woman just sees other people from different universes differently, which means that she was seeing shapeshifters and people who came from other universes.
But they're none.
Yeah.
Except Peter.
Walter Bell said none. No regular.
Which makes me wonder: did she meet Peter right before he was swapped from universes? Because
because he died after he was a baby.
He died at 7-ish, right?
Yes,
5, 7, whatever.
Interesting, but he seemed to remember her. So maybe the experiments occurred in both universes.
I don't think he remembered her.
Yeah, he did not remember her. He only Walter showed them the video twice.
I wonder if we're ever going to find out what the different decisions were, because they made an emphasis that different decisions lead to different outcomes in the different universes.
It's a butterfly.
So, like, was it like the White House?
You should watch Butterfly.
I don't know if they're.
We should watch Butterfly.
I don't know if they're.
I watched that movie.
Tackle how we could have avoided 9/11 on a show like this.
Well, one thing to note was that
it was a little odd for them to just throw that.
No,
it's a big event that people.
Sure.
So
obviously.
they protected that. But one thing to note is that it said when Olivia was in a different universe, it says Obama moves into new White House. So there's a chance.
Maybe the White House
There's like a war thing happening over there. Olivia had those visions earlier, and everyone was like, "He's coming."
Well, there's also a chance that they saved the Twin Towers by acting, but later on the White House was hit by something. And that's the result.
I think there was a plane that was going to go for the White House.
Yeah, but then it doesn't make sense. Obama moved into it.
Well,
yeah. We'll find out. Very excited to see what's going on, especially things are starting to move towards the main plot. And now that Eddie's, favorite character turned villain turned,
he's fully off screen. You pick a new favorite character.
He's Walter. Easy.
I have such sensitive friends.
Replace him.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah. Thank you for joining us, though. I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Mike.
Fringe. Make sure you do subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Patreon for full events, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Toodles.